to the next instalment of Austin's Oddities, where I'm going to be explaining to you some of the mysteries of the world, some stuff that's not out there in mainstream. It's something that I've identified. I'm not copying anybody else's work or anything like that. That's not me. And there's a line of research I've been following for a number of years now, and it's led me off into lots of other different paths, and it's revealed a lot to me, and I'd like to share some of that with you. The rest of it's from my book, which will be coming out, well, I don't know, next year perhaps. So in today's instalment I want to address the Ark of the Covenant. It's a mystery that's been around for a long time. I'm sure you've heard of it. Famously, Raiders of the Lost Ark, they covered that in there, and there's been all sorts of conjecture and whatnot about its purpose, its reality, you know, and it's all baloney for a lot of it, to be honest. And the way I saw what was going on with it and what function it actually served, because it did serve a function, was first by understanding the lie of the land in Africa, how things were, the status quo, who controlled what, and the influences and whatnot. And once you can get a picture in your mind about things, then a whole new world opens up to you, and that's what's happened with me, basically. You know, if you watched some of my previous instalments, you know that the Pyramid of Khufu was actually used to store gold that was mined in Africa. It was then taken to the Pyramid of Giza, where it was stored for distribution. So it's basically a big gold vault. And what they do, it's very clever, the way of transporting gold. Now, if you think about the status quo at the time of the lie of the land, is that there were no police, you know, there was no response units that will be there in seconds and all this business. There's none of that. There was just, you know, a band of men versus another band of men, and if anybody gets wind that you're transporting a massive, and I mean massive chunk of gold, it leaves you open to getting raided, basically. And you think the distance between Giza and Jerusalem is probably a few hundred miles. You've got to get through that area of land safely with a big chunk of gold. So they had to be clever on this one. And what they did is they designed a really ornate mould, something that was kind of awe-inspiring, that psychologically you look at it and you think, wow, that is worthy of godliness or whatever, do you know what I mean? And all that malarkey. Anyway, like, so what they do is, instead of doing lots of different little trips with bits of gold and whatnot, they just save it up for one big trip. So, say the big coffer in the king's chamber, once that's full perhaps, they then smelt that down into a cast of the Ark of the Covenant, basically, and they would then put the jewels and stuff that were actually mined in the colonies and whatever in Africa, and they would fill it up with jewels. Now, if it was just a bunch of blokes and this big lump of gold, chances are a bigger bunch of blokes are going to turn up and take that gold right off you. So they've got to think outside the box on this one. So this time they're protected by God. So not only can they get from A to B safely, but they could probably do it with far less men and still be safe, because people fear God. The generous status quo, the way things work is that people believe what the majority of other people believe. You know, that's what, you know, truth is not necessarily synonymous with reality. So if a lot of people believe it, then, you know, chances are most people are going, and other people would be too superstitious to even consider doing something like that, taking God basically in a box. Sounds absolutely ridiculous when you think about it, but so that's what they did, and they would transport this gold from A to B under the protection of God. And then when it, you know, you think if any bandit did take it, it would be so big that there would only be few places, if any at all, that would be able to smelt down something of that size. So, and also it's going to be incredibly hard to carry and transport. So, you know, chances are if they do steal it, they're not going to get away far. So you've got like a shorter area to search to be able to retrieve it. And that's the great thing about having it of that size, you know. It's going to be hard to smelt down. If anybody out there at all that can do it, have the ability, they would have at the temple in Jerusalem. So, and people would know about them, so that'd be one of the first places they'd check as well anyway. So, you know, it works out a treat, to be honest. And then when they get this gold to Jerusalem, it would then be smelted down into other religious artifacts ready for transportation, also under the protection of God. So God makes a pretty good bodyguard, and to be fair, his rates are blinding. So not only are they getting free gold from the slaves of Africa, they've also got free security from God, the big God. It's all BS anyway, to be honest. But you know, I don't mean to disparage anybody's faith. You know, far from it. I believe that people should live their life the way that they feel comfortable with, and that fulfills them the most. And fair play to you. But I'm certainly not a believer. Definitely not a believer. In fact, my line of excuse me, my line of research that I've been following over these past few years has turned up some very interesting information. Some of it I'm going to reveal in these instalments, but the rest I'm going to save for my book. So yeah, if you like, please hit the subscribe button. Nice to get the support. It's just a freshly newly started channel, so I'm just getting my feet about me. But yeah, appreciate any support. If you've got nothing better to do, hit that red button, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I'll see you later.